Welcome back everyone, Broadbent here. This video is going to be rather unique and a bit of a one-off, but I've been wanting to make it for a while now. Today, we're going to be talking about the narrative of the forest, covering topics such as who made the door, why is it there, where is Timmy, and who took Timmy. So if that tickles your fancy, stick around. Also, if you've got your own theory or have any ideas, start a discussion in the comments. Just as a very important side note, if you have not played this game for a long time, this may contain spoilers, so continue at your own risk. So let's start from the beginning, the night the plane crashes. We are barely conscious and witness our son being taken away from the fiery mess by a cannibal looking figure. But what's so unique about this character? The most obvious attribute is that he's wearing red paint, which can be seen in the best lighting on the plane. This figure is referred to as either the Red Cannibal or the Red Man. Is that it? Do we ever see him again? Most would think not, and that we will only see him again when we find Timmy. However, that is not the case. The Red Cannibal has so far been spotted in only 3 locations, all at a distance and watching us. The most common location we have seen him is on the yacht at the south end of the map. The Red Cannibal can be seen from the shore or using Mod API to fly over to him. The Red Cannibal is stood on the roof of the yacht and then proceeds to climb down into it, through the roof. Yeah. After that, the Red Cannibal has also been seen near the Katana Cave at the southeast end of the map. He is stood on a hill looking down at us and then proceeds to run away. However, as soon as you get there, he's gone. The third location I have very recently discovered myself. This is towards the east end of the map with a large beach. You can see the cannibal on the very tall cliff when looking back towards the island. I believe these are just supposed to be motivators to get the player thinking about the story more, but perhaps they could be a notice that the Red Cannibal is watching you. I believe that our son was not just taken by an ordinary cannibal that night, but instead the Cannibal Leader who has particularly normal traits such as speaking. When you think about it, we don't really have any reason to think that the Red Cannibal is a hostile entity. Some evidence to back up that he is the leader of the cannibals is that the Red Cannibal is wearing red paint, obviously. So what's so significant about this? Well, recently the player has been given the ability to wear red paint themselves. Once you're wearing the paint, the cannibals act very respectful around you, either by backing away from you or kneeling. This is because they either think you are the Red Cannibal or are alike. In my eyes, the Red Cannibal believes he was saving Timmy by removing him from the plane crash. The evidence is in Timmy's drawings. Here is a drawing Timmy made before the crash. You can see Timmy and his father both happy and enjoying time together. Now let's take a look at a very similar drawing from after the crash. Straight away you can see the differences. Timmy is holding hands with the Red Man instead of his dad. If you look at Timmy's face, he's not happy. Maybe just a little upset because he's missing his dad. He's not panicking, crying, or is scared. This photo alone makes me think that the Red Cannibal is taking care of Timmy. Now there is also a very peculiar cave drawing of the Red Man deep underground. This drawing shows the Red Man as being the mightier character in comparison to the smaller characters. These smaller characters are most likely typical cannibals or even Sahara employees. More on that later. If you compare this cave drawing to how the cannibals act around the player when they're wearing red paint, both images look very similar, especially the behaviour of the cannibals. Moving on to the company Sahara Therapeutics. There are only a few things we know about them. Let's get started with who they are. Recently, the shipping crates found by the beach have had a makeover. Now the sides read Sahara Therapeutics. This tells us that they are a company specialised in medicine and drugs. So what would they want with this island? Why is it so special? In the caves near the keycard, you can pick up a magazine with the headline, Ancient Artifacts. Can this device bring back the dead? So to me, this is pretty obvious that Sahara Therapeutics is here to attempt to find this artifact. But where is the company and all of its employees now? I don't have a solid answer for this question, but I've got a decent guess. You notice all of the bodies that are lying around, especially where the keycard is? There's hundreds. That's massively coincidental. Speaking of the keycard, why would Sahara Therapeutics build a massive solid door so far in the caves? That I don't know. Perhaps they didn't even build it. But it makes sense to me that the artifact is behind it. Perhaps they wanted to secure the artifact, or was it to seal it away? Just as a side note, there is also a heavily religious group that can be found dead in the caves. They appear to have died quickly as their bodies are locked into position. Perhaps they died by fire? You can also see that they are facing a black drawing on the wall, a drawing of the artifact. If you look closely, you can see that the drawing is the same as the image in the magazine. It's no coincidence that a group of bodies around a dozen Bibles and crosses appear to be worshipping the device that can bring back the dead. I have no idea why they're here, but maybe Sahara Therapeutics brought several teams with them. The first team would be the religious group, The second are the workers, who are still most likely with us, and then the third team, the miners. I suspect that Sahara Therapeutics brought the miners to excavate and examine the caves to find the artifact. But this is all just my theory. In my eyes, it makes sense. So where is Timmy now? How do we save him? What lies beyond the door? These questions I cannot answer, but I suspect on the 14th of December, we can expect one hell of an update. Thank you for listening to my theory of the forest. If you have any of your own ideas, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to hear them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.